Hey, welcome back to Cooking with Chef Puff. All right, today what we're going to be making, we're going to be doing a roasted whole chicken. All right, I have the chicken right here, but what I have to do now, I have to open it up and I got to clean it and I got to drain it and I got to dry it. All right, for a properly prepared roasted chicken. So let's get to cooking. All right, so let's get this seasoning all ready to go on this chicken. Okay, so what I got here, I got 3 tablespoons of butter. I got 1 tablespoon of rosemary. I got one and a half. I have a half a teaspoon of black pepper. All right. I like to clean along the way, so I have to be doing. All I'm just giving a nice good mix. All right, get it nice mixed. All right. If you feel like you need some more, make another batch of the seasoning. All right. Nice good mix. All right. Now, the oven's been preheating to 450 degrees. All right. So, the next thing that we are going to do now, I'm going to set the seasoning to the side. It's the chicken itself. Okay. What I want to do with this chicken, I want to get underneath this rest of the skin and the legs. All right, without ripping it. Don't want to rip it. Just get your hands up in there. Sometimes it's best to use a knife without ripping. Just got to get that piece right there. Just start pulling back. Get down in there with the legs, thighs. Start loosening up the skin all around it, because you want that seasoning to get in there. All right, and I think the best thing I should be doing right here, get that skin actually removed from the breast. Little surgical scissors here. I can see it without cutting through the skin. Just stay close to the breast. All right, you see what I mean? I got the whole damn thing. Get that leg, all around that leg. Because you want that seasoning everywhere. Remember, do not tear the skin from the breast. You do not want to do that. All right, this here, this leg here. See how far I'm going in? Right here. And I'm loosen all around it, because I want a very flavorful chicken. All right, this is an easy recipe. All right, so skin has all been removed. I mean, not removed, but loosened up all around the chicken. Very nicely, very nicely. All right, now what I'm gonna need a spoon. I need a spoon. Okay. But I'm gonna need the sauce here. Get it nice and mixed up here. All right. Because we're gonna season all underneath the skin of the chicken and on top of the chicken. All right. All right, let's get this out of the way. Now, using a spoon, get up in there and just rub it all around in is I'm going to also top off this chicken skin with salt and pepper. All right, let's get it all moved around in there. All right, this sauce smells so good. A little bit more, and that should be about it right there. Now, before you even put your chicken in the oven, you should let it come to room temperature. All right, before you even start this process. That's a chef's note right there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now, I have some potatoes. But before I even put the potatoes on, I want to do the outside of the chicken. So, let's get it rubbed all in there. Get the chicken wings. All right. There we go. Chicken wings. All right, get everything. All right, looking good, looking good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these wings and I'm going to tuck them underneath the bird. If I can get them to stay there. Underneath the bird. Well, they're not staying. You know what? I'm just going to keep it just like that. Works for me. I do want to get all my seasoning out. All right, well done with that. Okay. Now I have my potatoes. Take my potatoes, throw them in around. This is optional. This is definitely optional. Okay. And now I got some carrots here. I'm going to cut these in half. And half again. Get them all up in there. Once again, this is optional. All right. Once again, cut it in half. There we go. Put them all up in there. Last carrot. All right. Last one. All right. All right, now, also, I'm going to add some onions in here. Add some onions. Get them all down in there. Get them all down in there. Oops. You know, you can make this your own dish. You can put anything you want to put in here if you like. And I'm just doing the basics. Okay. Here. Get it all in here. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I don't have a whole lemon. I'm using what I got. I am going to get this lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, best to use fresh, all over the chicken. Now I'm going to take this lemon rind and we'll stick it into the cavity. And I'm going to take some onion, nope, I got the 3 cloves of garlic that's been slightly chopped. Get them into the cavity too. All right. And then I'm going to fill the cavity with onions. Just stuff it in there. Get it all up in there. I'm using every last bit of my onions. Okay, so let me get cleaned up. And before I even do that, I'm gonna take a sprig of rosemary and I'm gonna stick it up in there. Forgot about the rosemary, always forgetting things. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, let me get cleaned up, and as soon as I get finished cleaned up, we're gonna tie the legs together, all right? So I'll be right back. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I am going to tie these chicken legs up. But I forgot one thing when I made the seasoning mixture. I forgot to add the tablespoon. So what I did take that tablespoon and pour it on top of the chicken. It's okay, but I'm getting old and I'm getting a lot of things. All right, so without further ado, let's get this chicken tied up. So I got some cooking twine here. Just get this baby all tied up and we'll be good to go. All right. Give me a knot up in here. And remember, every time you're dealing with chicken, every time you fit touching a chicken, make sure you wash your hands. Just tie it up the best way you can. That looks good about right there. Now let me just get it into a knot. There we go. Get a nice tuck in. Okay. Now what's going to happen here now is that I'm going to put this into a preheated 450 degrees. It's been preheating about 15 minutes. Now, once I put this chicken in there, the oven's hot. I'm going to reduce the temperature to 425. All right. So let me get this chicken in the oven, and y'all guys, I will be right back when this chicken is done. All right, this whole chicken is done. Okay, so what I am going to do, I'm going to remove it and put it on this cutting board. This cutting board has like slits in it where a lot of the juice can drain down into here. It has a pour spout on here because I'm gonna make a little gravy with the sauce itself. All right, but I have to get it out of there and onto here. She just came out. The temperature is a little over 165 degrees. All right, internally. So without further ado, let me get something here. I guess I'll use a spatula. All right, get it up in there. Nope, that's not going to work. This will work. I'll use this spatula. Just got to get underneath it. There we go. And lift her out. There she goes. All right. Let the juices, let it sit for about 10 minutes. While this is setting right now, I'm making me a side dish. And now I have to drain all this juice off. All right, so let me drain this juice off, and we're gonna put it back on the stove and make a gravy. All right, so the chicken is done. I put all the aromatics around the chicken here, and it released its natural juices. So I'm gonna give this baby a little taste right here, right now. Oh, the skin is very nice. Not a big piece because people are looking at me right now. Give me some of that little gravy there. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so delicious. Unbelievable. Give me a little onion. Nice and tender. The potatoes are cooked all the way through. Oh yes. I don't think none of them are getting this chicken. Get a little carrot. Carrots are very sweet. Very sweet. Some more onion. I love onion. Try this recipe. Guarantee you're gonna love it. But to see the color right here, you leave it in the oven as long as it takes to get this color. And remember, internal temperature is 165 degrees. All right? So, I will see y'all guys on the next video. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, tell your friends and family about Cooking with Chef Puck. And I will see you guys on the next video.